We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. If you're not already, make sure that you're following us over on Instagram and TikTok. In addition to posting some of our favorite break hits, we post a ton of player content, informational videos about upcoming hobby products, and other fun stuff that you'll be missing out on by not following us there. Our handle is @RealBreaksLive on both platforms, so give us a follow so you can stay connected with us in between breaks. And if you ever have an idea for content you'd like to see, or a question that you'd like us to ask a player, just shoot us a message and we may be able to incorporate that into a future video.
Hey guys, what's up? We are here with our 3-box Topps Chrome Basketball, number 11 through 13, 3-case Pick Your Player. We got 1 box of Sealed Hobby and 2 boxes of Sealed Delight. Everyone got in. Thank you so much for getting in. And let's get started. Let me just open up these boxes. Get it started this way. And then we will rip in and hopefully get some crazy stuff today. This stuff has been awesome. By far my favorite product to rip. Okay. I'm going to stick the hobbies over here. Hey, what's going on, Zach Ryan? It is going good. I'm excited to be here today. Case took a little bit longer we thought to fill up, but we are filled. We're able to give you guys some great deals too, so hopefully everyone is happy with their players and excited to see what we got. All right, the stage is set. Let's hobby will take the longest, so let's start off with our hobby here. Make our way through this, and then Delight, we will fly through on that one. All right, let's get it started. Tall Tales on Giannis. Ace Bailey, Youthquake. Those Youthquakes are cool. LaMelo Ball, Charlotte Hornets at a 99. And John Stockton on the Clutch Gene. And here we go, Ja Morant on the X and Woes. Those are neat. Uzelis. Derek Lively. Jeremiah Fears, Brandon Clark on the Refractor. And look at that for the Helix, man. VJ took a long time to fill, and it paid off right in the beginning. Wow, very nice. Helix on VJ. Wait, is this the... I just have nothing but thick ones here. Oh, I'm going to have to grab a pack. VJ Edgecombe on the Helix. That's awesome. Congratulations. And Generation Rising on the Mulach. Trace McGrady, 21 out of 399. VJ Edgecombe. And loading, we got Ball. Oh, that's what I was leaning. We got 2 mitts on there. That card's gradable anymore. Which one, the Helix? And Destiny, Cedric Coward. And on the negative, we got Igor Demon. Very nice. Jalen Green on the Clutch. And Yang Hansen going to Portland. Voices, Anthony Edwards. Can we pull another Superfractor today? I hope so. It's like a Superfractor auto or something. And Trey Young on the clutch gene. Fred VanVleet. And we got a blue Cavaliers on Evan Mobley, 18 out of 150 on the blue. Dame time. Got Yang. Jalen Brunson. Igor on the refractor. Cooper Flag base. Randall on negative. Walter Clayton Jr. on Destiny. Generation Rising. And Jordan Poole on X-Fractor. Kate Cunningham, Sabonis on the refractor, Hugo Gonzalez on the Destiny, and Jaden Hardy out of 199. Brunson on clutch gene. Anthony Edwards on loading, Clay Thompson refractor, De'Aaron Fox. Daniel Gafford. Kevin Durant, Shaquille O'Neal. And here we go for the Warriors. We got a Will Richard. Bobby Portis on the X-Fractor, and Noah on the Youthquake. Now we're on box 3 of our hobby here. All right. Box 3. Bryce Smith on the X-Fractor. Anthony Edwards. Paulo Banchero. K Money. Shy and Cedric Coward on the refractor. Dylan Harper. Jaden Hardy for the Mavericks out of 75. Giannis. Dame Time. Grant Williams, X-Fractor. And Donovan Mitchell out of 150 going to Cleveland. Destiny on the Noah. Niederhauser, Tall Tale. Refractor on Ryan. And Destiny Khan. VJ Edgecombe on the refractor. And how about a Karl Anthony Towns go to New York? That's out of 150. Very nice. Karl Anthony Towns, huh? That's sweet. And Jimmy Butler on insert. Grant Williams on the wave. Larry Bird on clutch Gene. Powell on the refractor. And Ryan Kalkbrenner on the auto going to Charlotte. Jalen Williams, Walter Clayton on Youthquake, Anthony Edwards, Keyshawn George on Refractor, VJ Edgecombe Destiny, and out of 275 we got a Jace Richardson going to the Magic. Tatum, and Cooper Flagg Generation Rising. Bradley Beal. And we got Terry Rozier on the negative. Cedric Coward on Destiny. Karl Anthony Towns. And Carter Bryant on Hyper. And Asa Newell out of 199 to the Hawks. 199er there. Got Sion James. And out of 10, O'Shea Brissett going to 76ers. Out of 10. Igor and Dylan Harper. All right, little number Destiny going to Noel there. All right. Let's get looking. Jonas on the Hyper. And Brandon Clark out of 299 going to the Grizz. Cooper Flag on the Destiny. And on a 199, Jalen Green for the Clutch Gene. Jeremiah Fears on the Refractor. Darius Garland out of 99. Clutch Gene McGrady. Jaden McDaniels. Kyle Lowry on the Wave. Mason Newell. Ahmed Thompson. Drake Powell on the negative. And Yannick Coden Niederhauser to the Clippers. Well, not to the Clippers. Plays for the Clippers. Pick your player, Kevin. And Cooper Flag on the Refractor of Sleek Finishers. And out of 99, Klay Thompson on the Clutch Gene. Traore on the Refractor. Concanipple insert. And look at this. Maxime Reynaud going to the Kings. That is numbered out of 10. Sheesh. Very nice. 8 out of 10. Youthquake. LaMelo, Niederhauser, and this is out of 99. How about a Quentin Post? Going to the Warriors. On the signature style auto. VJ. RJ Barrett. Ace Bailey on those voices in his head. Cooper Flag on loading screen. Generation Rising. Eric Gordon out of 399. Boyles on the Destiny. And come on, Mulach. Is that refractor? Yep, it is refractor. Very nice. Cooper refractors have been pretty crazy. All right, let's keep it going. There we go. Cooper Flag on the Hyper. Very nice. Cooper Flag, Hyper. Trae Young. Hugo Gonzalez, Bobby Portis. Josh Green, Hyper. Jalen Brunson. Cooper Flag on finishers. And there we go. There's a Con Knippel out of 199. Here we go. Get it started off for Con there. Derek Queen. Destiny Trey Johnson. Miles Bridges on the negative. Magic Johnson, Poole. And we got a Sion James auto. Garnett Hyper. Tyrese Maxey. And Cade Cunningham on the loading screen. Celtics, we got Derek White, numbered out of 99. Nice little color match there. VJ Edgecombe. All right, keep it moving with Hobby. Feel like we're making good time here. LaMelo Ball at a 199 on loading screen. And Max Struss at a 399. I feel like there's tons of Cavs cards. Youthquake, Cooper Flag, very nice. Towns. Youthquake, Cooper Flag. Ooh. That's Jalen Brunson on the Ultraviolet. Boom, on the case hit. That's awesome. Jalen Brunson on case hit. Man, those look spectacular. Mulach on Destiny. Max Kleber. Damian Lillard. And out of 150, we got a Yang Hansen. Another Yang. That's a cool one. Paulo Banchero. Dylan Harper. Cole Anthony at a 150. Kate Cunningham. Con Knipple. And we got Carmelo Anthony out of 399. Victor Wemby on the wave. That's awesome. That's LeBron James. And Rising Generation out of 199 going to Mulach. Cooper Flag on the base. Jaylen Brown out of 150. Traore. Malik Beasley. Clutch Gene on the Jalen Green. Grady Dick. And out of 99, we got Grant Hill to the Pistons. 26 out of 99, Grant Hill. That's cool. All right, let's keep it rocking. Jeremiah Fears. Thomas Sorber on the negative. And Colby Sanders on the auto. Durant on the X-Fractor. No SMG. Yang Hansen. And Pakami Dadier out of 150. Jalen Brunson. Derek Queen. Javon Small, an X-Fractor. And we have an orange, guys. Headed to the Hawks. Out of 25, Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson on the orange. Voices, Giannis. We got Shy. Here we go, Bear. Where's Shy? Isaiah on X-Fractor. All right, a couple more to go on Hobby, guys. Then we're off into Delight. Halliburton. Chris Paul. Cooper Flagg, Generation Rising. Carter Bryant on the refractor. And Clay Walker Jr. on the auto. Destiny. Kawhi Leonard on the refractor. And a Zion James refractor rookie. Jeremiah Fears. Steven Adams out of 150. John Morant. Oubre Jr. Joel Embiid on negative. Austin Reeves, Jalen Wallace. Carter Bryant. Jamal Murray. Devin Booker, Jalen Wells. Reed Shepard. Sam Hauser out of 275. Steph Curry. All right, here we go. Last box of Hobby Guys. Mitchell, Daniels, Rasheer Fleming on the Hyper. Cedric Coward at 299. Very nice. Ace Bailey. Drake Powell. Ben Seraph. PJ Washington. Ja Morant. And we got a orange from the Kings, and it's an auto. It is a Raynaud, Maxime Raynaud. Very nice. You got the black and you got the orange auto in here. That's awesome. That's very nice. Giannis on the voices. Bronny out of 399. And we got a De'Aaron Fox, numbered out of 199. Anthony Davis. De'Aaron Fox on the Hyper. Kessler. Iverson. Peyton Pritchard. All right, well, that'll do for Hobby there. That's a good start there. Awesome Ultraviolet, Helix. We got some blacks out of 10. Orange Auto. Good start for Hobby. Got Love the Card, Anthony Towns, Grant Hill. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's start off with our first box of Delight. Refractors are there. Yeah, 3. All right. So we got Kobe White and Yannick Coden Niederhauser. Yeah, we got some cool color in there. Very nice. We get a filler here. We got Bones Highlight on the refractor. And how about a Cam Whitmore? Oh, I picked up another one. Trey Johnson. So Cam Whitmore out of 25. Trey Johnson out of 275. And Kevin Durant, gold, 50 out of 50. Very nice. KD. Green auto, we got Walter Clayton Jr., true green, out of 99. And Chris Paul, look at that, out of 50. Chris Paul out of 50, that's sweet. Very nice. And how about Allen Iverson out of 99? On the sleek finishers. And out of 10, we got a Colin Murray Boyles. Out of 10. Look at that. Very nice. Generation Rising. Very cool. I'm going to grab these boxes and get these off to the side. A little easier to reach as we go through this case. Anything for Tatum? I don't think we hit any Tatum yet. Hey, absolutely. That Brunson is sweet. I love those ultraviolets. All right, let's get our refractors right away. We got Klay Thompson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Jalen Green. And we got Vukovic out of 399. And Jaka Kunis out of 50. And to the Heat, we got Jovic, Nikola Jovic out of 75. And how about a Micah Peavy auto going to New Orleans? Look at that. Con Knipple auto out of 25. That is big. Here we go. There's one of the big rookies. Awesome. Con Knipple. That's great. And out of 99, we got Ben Seraph on the Destiny. Yeah, good old Con. That is awesome. And look at this. LeBron, 25 out of 25 on the LeBron. That is sweet. Yeah, it's starting to really heat up here. And we got Damian, Broom, and Gordon. And on the orange, we got Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas. 25. And 76ers, we got Quentin Grimes going out of 75. And we got Max Struss out of 399 going to the Cavs. And how about this? Another Con Knipple auto. Two Cons. This case is looking pretty good. And look at that, out of 2. 1 of 2, Aaron Nesmith. Oh, man. That is wild. Out of 2, up in the sky. Wow. And Ray Allen out of 99. And guys, we have another Helix. That one's going to Kyrie. Beautiful. Another Helix here. I keep putting the big ones on there. Nice case hit for the Kyrie. Fortunately, we're running out of room on that stand, so I can't even put some of the case hitters up there. I want to kind of keep it moving, changing, but yeah, it's getting crazy. Yeah, these delight boxes are just, these are insane. We got Igor Demon, Donovan Mitchell, and Nolan Traore. And to the Knicks, we got a Josh Hart at a $2.99. Ryan Kalkbrenner at a $150. And Quentin Grimes at a $75. And our auto is Kobe Barea on the base auto. And we have Danny Wolf. And the Topps autograph issue card. Paulo Banchero out of 75 on Sleek Finishers. And out of 25, Dylan Harper. There's Dylan. We haven't seen Dylan in a little bit. That's wild. Dylan Harper out of 25. And on the refractors, we got some color out there. Looks good. See some orange there. Buddy Hield, Turner, and Sabonis. And Marcus Sasser out of 99. And that's a Kevin Durant. So you got an orange and you got a gold. Kevin Durant spot doing very well. And we got Austin Reeves, blue out of 150. And Kevin Love, Skywrite Signatures. Nice one for the Kevin Love spot. That's awesome. And how about that? That's a throwback. That's an orange out of 25 on the auto. Jason Williams. That's a cool throwback. Wow. Love that jersey. I think I had that jersey when I was younger. Yang Hansen out of 99, and that looks like variation too, huh? And how about a Tatum out of 75? X's and woes. That's a cool card. Tatum. White chocolate, that's right. That's right, Wisco. All right, last box of this case. This case has been pretty dang good. Let's see what this last box gives us. All right, we got Jalen Tyson, Quentin Grimes, and Ace Bailey on the refractor. And we got Harrison Ingram out of 50, and these were sleeves. And Max Christie out of 150. We had a redemption. Scotty Barnes out of 275. Topps Chrome autograph rookie of Ace Bailey. Very nice. Let's see, we haven't had too much Ace Bailey yet. And here we go. Good auto. And how about that one? Chet Holmgren out of 25. Yeah, these are incredible. Chet Holmgren. Wow. Out of 75, Con Knipple. And to close it off, we got a short print of VJ Edgecombe. That's sweet. I don't think I've seen this one yet. That's got to be like crazy SSP, huh? Nice cards for VJ there. That was a good spot that took a while to fill, but well worth it for whoever took it. All right, I'm going to grab these boxes. That's a red, guys. We have a red Sky Auto. Brandon Miller, Suggs, Terrence Mann. Red Sky Auto. We already got a 2 out of 2 Sky Autos, so rocking those. Valanciunas at a 199. And we got Liam McNeely out of 50. Colin Sexton out of 99. And Cedric Coward, very nice auto, out of 99. Cedric Coward on the auto. And we got a Chris Paul. Chris Paul has taken 2 autos today, out of 50 and out of 5. That's sweet. Very cool. Where was the other one there? There it is. Chris Paul. Sorry, LeBron. You're still a huge card, but I don't know what to do. And purple out of 75, we got Jace Richardson. And look at this, Con Knipple out of 75 on the Youthquake. That's sweet. Youthquake Knipple. Number 2. Well, we got some color there. You got Broomy, Eric Gordon, and Jason Tyson. And we got Mason Plumlee out of 75 to the Suns. Mark Williams out of 50. And orange, we got Daniel Gafford out of 25. And Kobe Sanders base auto. And Mike Peavy, 11 out of 75 on the auto. And we got Kaman Maloch out of 199. And how about a Jock and Kunis gold out of 50 in the Tall Tales? All right. Khalil Ware, Watkins, and Joe Ingles on the refractors. And out of the orange, we got a Luke Cornett. True orange out of 25. No D Wade yet, Wisco. No D Wade yet. Grant Williams out of 50. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to pull a D Wade auto, though. Antonio Reeves out of 75. And we got Joan Behringer. And gold auto of Liam McNeely. And green tall tale out of 99, Jacques Kunis. And how about Apollo Banchero, orange out of 25. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey. We haven't seen the Maxey, huh? Well, where's Maxey at? Yeah, I will say the checklist is huge on this. So, yeah, sometimes you get a case and there's Maxey's all over. Sometimes you're looking for them. They have a huge player checklist, but this stuff they did it so well. I see some more orange in here. Yeah, there we go. Looks like a black too. We'll find out. Quentin Grimes got another Ace Bailey. Very nice. And Drake Powell out of 299. And here is our black out of 10, Bones Hyland. Blue, we got Cameron Johnson out of 150. And we got a Zachary Richie auto. Very cool on the signature style. Number 1 overall pick. And a orange auto. That's going Ben Seraph. Very nice. Out of 25. Ben Seraph. DeMar DeRozan out of 75. Fun fact, Ben Seraph won MVP on U18 Euro Basketball. And what do we have here? This must be Image short print 2. I haven't seen a lot of these, and now I'm starting to see them here. That's Tyrese Halliburton. Very nice. And we got a redemption and a bunch of golds here, guys. Grant Williams, DiVincenzo, Middleton. Redemption and some gold. This will be fun. Dante DiVincenzo out of 150. Who do we want for that redemption? There's so many good redemption. Who are you guys hoping for? Gold, we got Gary Trent Jr. And Noah Essenju out of 50. Dylan Harper, Topps Chrome autograph rookie. There you go, Dylan Harper. And I think I just got a peek at the next one. This is filthy. Con Knippel gold out of 50. Con just keeps on hitting. Con Knippel. He keeps on hitting. Wow. Crazy. And we got Victor Wemby out of 75, and wow. You guys see that helix? Man, we've been just rocking these helixes. That is a Dylan Harper helix. Very nice little Dylan Harper box there, and Con. That's actually that's a crazy box. That's insane. Very nice. All right, guys, we made it to our last box. We're at an hour and a half. Thanks for sticking around this long. This has been a fun one. Yeah, we got some color in there. Let's do it. Zach LaVine, Bobby Portis, Fred VanVleet. We got a Tyrese Proctor numbered card. At a 275. And we got Dort out of 50. And how about a Devin Booker out of 199? Yeah, no, that's that's insane. Those helixes are crazy. Ace Bailey, and we got 3 helixes today. Nice hit on the Ace Bailey. Ron Holland out of 75. It's been a helix type of day. And Trey Johnson out of 75. And we got a case hit right underneath this thing. I can tell because it's a die cut. And there it is. How about a Cade Cunningham Rockstars? Very nice. All right, guys, let's do a little recap. Thank you for sticking around this whole time. That was a lot of fun to do 3 cases like that. That was a good time. Awesome case hits. Yeah, some neat stuff in here. All right, let's start off with some of our numbered cards, guys. These are out of $3.99, all these right here. We got Struss, Vukovic, Bronny James Jr., Carmelo Anthony, Struss, Eric Gordon, and Tracy McGrady. And out of $2.99, we got Drake Powell, Josh Hart, Cedric Coward, Brandon Clark, and Jaden Hardy. And out of $2.75, Tyrese Proctor, Scotty Barnes, Trey Johnson, Sam Hauser, and Jason Richardson. And out of 199, we got Devin Booker, Jonas Valanciunas, and Con Knipple out of 199. Out of 150, we got a bunch of blues in here. DiVincenzo, Cameron Johnson, Max Christie, Austin Reeves, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Steven Adams, Pacome Diet, and Jaylen Brown, Cole Anthony, Donovan Mitchell, and Evan Mobley. And out of 99, we got Colin Sexton, Sasser, Yang Hansen, which I believe that's a short print of that card. So that's awesome. Derek White, Darius Garland, and LaMelo Ball. And our purples out of 75, we got Antonio Reeves, Mason Plumlee, Quentin Grimes, another Quentin Grimes, Nikola Jovic, and Jaden Hardy. And our lower numbered ones here, we got Kevin Durant out of 50, Jakunis, Ingram, Mark Williams, Liam McNeely, Grant Williams, Noah Essendon, Gary Trent Jr., Dort. Those are all out of 50. In our 25ers, we got Cam Whitmore, Jalen Johnson, Cam Thomas, Kevin Durant, Daniel Gafford, and Luke Cornett. And how about a couple 10s? Brissett and Bones Highland. Awesome numbered stuff in this product. Oh, that's supposed to go here. Just a couple I put off to the side, and then we'll get into some bigger hits. We got Edgecombe Destiny, Refractor Edgecombe, Ace Bailey Youthquake, Victor Wave, Ace Bailey Refractor, Tyler Halliburton on short print, another Ace Refractor, same with Cedric Howard, and we got Igor Demon on the negative. And for the Cooper Flag spot, Cooper Flag, Generation Rising, Base, Youthquake, Sleek Finishers, Loading Screen, Destiny, Sleek Finishers Refractor, Generation Rising, and Base. Unfortunately, we didn't get any color Cooper Flag in there. Man, that's crazy, but we got those going out. And let's do, we'll save those awesome case hits to the end. Let's do some numbered inserts that we had here. LaMelo Ball out of 199, Trey Johnson out of 75 in the Youthquake, Wemby out of 75, Con Knipple out of 75, DeMar DeRozan 75, Jakunis out of 99, Paulo Banchero out of 25, and Jack Kunis out of 50. Malak out of 99, Generation Rising of Jace Richardson out of 75. How about that one? LeBron out of 25, Tall Tales. Con Knipple out of 75, Dylan Harper out of 25. Jason Tatum out of 75, Paulo Banchero 75. Out of 10, we got Murray Boyles. Ray Allen out of 99, Ben Seraph out of 99, Allen Iverson 99, De'Aaron Fox out of 199, Malach out of 199, Klay Thompson out of 99, Jalen Green 199, and Asa Newell out of 199. And we got some autos here. Let's go over some of the autos that did not make stand. Ron Holland auto out of 75. Ace Bailey. Dylan Harper on the Topps Chrome autograph. Zachary Richizay. Ben Seraph orange out of 25. Joan Behringer. McNeely on the auto out of 50. Kobe Sanders. Micah Peavy out of 75. Cedric Coward out of 99. Ace Bailey, there you go. Kevin Love on the, what do they call those things? Skywrite Signatures. Jason Williams out of 25. Walter Clayton Jr. True Green out of 99. Brea, Wolf, Peavy. Karl Anthony Towns out of 150. Grant Hill out of 99. Walter Clayton Jr. Kobe Sanders. Yang Hansen out of 150. Quentin Post out of 99. Sion James. Ryan Kalkbrenner. And Will Richard, Yang Hansen, and Conan Niederhasser. How about some of these case hits here? Man, these are insane. We were pulling helixes like it was candy. Start off with Cade Cunningham. That is Rockstars. Awesome one. And our helixes, we have a Kyrie Irving. And how about this one? Dylan Harper. That's awesome. Now some hits up on our stands. We got Chris Paul, a couple on-cloud autos. On to the left is out of 50. And the one to the right is numbered out of 5. Very cool. Those are great. Over to the left, we got Chet Holmgren. Auto out of 25. Sweet card. Over here, we got Aaron Nesmith. That is on-cloud auto out of 2. Numbered 1 out of 2. Very cool. And we got some good color here for Maxime Reynaud. We got a black wave over here. And then we have his true orange auto out of 25. That's pretty sweet. And then how about VJ? We got a VJ on the Helix. That came very early, I believe, first box. And we got short print on the VJ as well. It's a good spot for that one. Jalen Brunson with the case hit. Ultraviolet. That card is slick. Love that. Looks great. I think that's a cool card. And then our Con Knipple spot. This spot just rocked it. I don't know how much better you could do with Con Knipple here. Con Knipple on the refractor. Con Knipple auto out of 50. And Con Knipple auto out of 25 on the orange. Great spot on the Knipple. Thank you guys. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for closing that up today so we can rip. And I will see you guys later. You guys have a great day. All right? Bye-bye.